Over 65. The nuts you eat can either protect your heart or quietly damage it without you even knowing. There are 4 nuts seniors must eat for better health after 65, and 4 dangerous ones you should never touch if you care about your longevity. Senior health depends on your daily choices. Let me show you which nuts help your body thrive and which ones may silently harm your brain, heart, and energy. If you're over 65, every bite matters more than ever. Some nuts can strengthen your bones, protect your heart, and sharpen your mind. But others may quietly damage your organs, raise your blood pressure, and slowly steal your independence. Many seniors, with the best intentions, unknowingly choose the wrong nuts, thinking they are healthy. Yet behind their appearance, some of these snacks silently fuel inflammation, clog arteries, and speed up cognitive decline. Today, after years of guiding older adults toward better health, I'll share one of the most overlooked keys to aging well: how to choose the right nuts while avoiding the dangerous ones. Stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal the number 1 nut that may secretly harm your health without you knowing it. The 4 nuts you must eat after 65. The 4th nut: almonds, the bone-strengthening powerhouse. As we grow older, our bones quietly lose strength and density. This slow decline often goes unnoticed until a fall or fracture suddenly reminds us how fragile our bodies have become. After 65, the natural process of bone loss accelerates, making seniors more vulnerable to serious complications from even minor injuries. But there is one simple food that can help slow this process down and strengthen your bones from within. That food is almonds. Almonds are not only one of the most accessible nuts, but also one of the most powerful for aging bodies. What makes almonds so special is their rich concentration of calcium and vitamin E. Just 1/4 cup of almonds each day provides about 97 milligrams of calcium. This mineral works like a building block, helping to reinforce your bone structure at a time when your body needs it most. But calcium does not work alone. Almonds are also packed with magnesium, another vital mineral that plays a key role in ensuring calcium is directed where it belongs, into your bones rather than your arteries. This mineral balance is especially important for seniors. As we age, magnesium levels tend to drop, which can lead to calcium building up in places where it does more harm than good. Magnesium acts like a traffic cop, making sure calcium strengthens your bones instead of contributing to hardened arteries or kidney stones. This makes almonds uniquely protective for both your skeletal system and your heart. But the benefits of almonds do not stop there. Their healthy monounsaturated fats help lower levels of LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol that becomes increasingly dangerous as the years pass. By reducing LDL levels, almonds help decrease your risk of heart disease, which remains one of the leading causes of death among older adults. Almonds also provide a natural solution to one of the most common problems many seniors quietly struggle with: constipation. Approximately 40% of older adults experience irregularity, which can lead to discomfort and complications. A daily serving of almonds offers about 3.5 grams of dietary fiber, gently supporting digestive health and regularity without the need for harsh medications. Perhaps even more remarkable are almonds' effects on the aging brain. Studies from researchers at Tufts University have found that almonds help protect brain cells from oxidative damage, which can accumulate with age and contribute to cognitive decline. Almonds' protective effects are amplified when you eat them with their skins on. The skin contains flavonoids, powerful plant compounds that work hand in hand with vitamin E to double their antioxidant strength. However, a word of caution. For seniors who have difficulty swallowing, almonds may present a choking hazard. Always chew them slowly and thoroughly. If necessary, consider slicing or lightly crushing them before eating to make consumption safer. When eaten correctly, almonds are an easy, delicious, and highly effective way to nourish your bones, your heart, your digestion, and your brain as you move through the later stages of life. The third nut, walnuts, the brain's best ally. Few foods resemble the organ they benefit quite as perfectly as walnuts. With their unique shape mimicking the human brain, it is almost poetic that walnuts serve as one of nature's most powerful brain-boosting foods, especially for seniors who wish to preserve their cognitive sharpness. Walnuts are nature's richest source of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. This nutrient is critical for brain health because it supports neurotransmission, protects brain cell membranes, and helps preserve mental clarity as you age. For seniors, whose brain cells naturally become more vulnerable with time, walnuts offer much-needed protection. In recent studies, seniors who consume just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily for 8 weeks experienced noticeable improvements in cognitive processing speed and mental flexibility. These gains may seem small, but they represent powerful defenses against conditions like memory loss and early cognitive decline. What makes walnuts even more remarkable is their high concentration of polyphenolic compounds. These antioxidants have been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier, directly reaching and calming inflammation in neural tissue. By reducing oxidative stress in the brain, walnuts may help slow the progression of serious neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. Another hidden benefit of walnuts for seniors lies in their natural melatonin content. As we age, our natural melatonin production tends to decrease, which often contributes to sleep disturbances. Eating a small handful of walnuts before bedtime may help restore more restful sleep and improve sleep quality over time. Walnuts also support cardiovascular health through a different mechanism. They contain arginine, an amino acid that helps improve blood vessel function and circulation. Combined with their polyphenols, walnuts help keep arteries more flexible and may even enhance the effects of blood pressure medications. To maximize their benefits, store walnuts in the refrigerator to protect their delicate oils from turning rancid. Aim for about 7 to 9 walnut halves per day. And if you want to give your hands a little extra exercise, consider cracking them yourself. This simple act of cracking walnuts helps keep your fine motor skills engaged and your fingers nimble. Do not let the slight bitterness of walnuts discourage you. That bitterness signals the presence of potent antioxidants at work, silently defending your brain and body from oxidative stress. The second nut, pistachios, the gentle blood pressure regulator. Among all the nuts available, pistachios may be one of the most underrated, particularly for seniors concerned about managing blood pressure and maintaining balanced blood sugar levels. These small green gems pack a unique combination of nutrients that support aging bodies in multiple ways. Pistachios are naturally low in sodium and rich in potassium, containing about 285 milligrams of potassium per serving. This mineral balance is critical for seniors because it helps counteract the salt retention that becomes more common as we age. By improving the sodium-potassium ratio, pistachios can help lower systolic blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, offering effects similar to certain prescription medications, but without their potential side effects. Beyond blood pressure control, pistachios are rich in two powerful carotenoids, lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients concentrate in the macula of the eye, protecting vision and helping prevent macular degeneration, which remains one of the leading causes of vision loss after 60. Pistachios also offer practical advantages that make them especially senior-friendly. Unlike many harder nuts, their softer texture makes them easier to chew, reducing the risk of dental damage. The act of shelling pistachios can also serve as a natural way to control portion sizes, slow down eating, and encourage mindful consumption, which may help prevent overeating. Interestingly, research published in the International Journal of Obesity found that the visible pile of empty shells serves as a subconscious reminder of how much has been eaten, allowing seniors to better regulate their intake. For those with limited hand strength or arthritis, look for pistachios that are pre-shelled or partially opened, allowing you to enjoy them without strain. A daily serving of about 49 pistachios, or roughly 1 ounce, is ideal. For the nearly 25% of Americans over 65 who live with diabetes or pre-diabetes, pistachios offer another benefit. With about 3 grams of fiber per ounce, they help stabilize blood sugar levels and support metabolic health without causing dangerous spikes. The first nut, Brazil. Nuts, the thyroid protector. At the top of the list sits one of the most powerful and unique nuts for seniors, Brazil nuts. While they may not be as common as almonds or walnuts, Brazil nuts offer something that aging bodies desperately need: selenium. Just one Brazil nut contains approximately 96 micrograms of selenium, which exceeds 130% of the recommended daily intake. Selenium plays a crucial role in activating thyroid hormones, supporting energy production, metabolism, and mood regulation. As thyroid disorders often go undiagnosed in older adults due to their vague symptoms, maintaining adequate selenium levels becomes even more important with age. Beyond the thyroid, selenium supports the nervous system by helping to maintain the myelin sheath that protects nerve cells. This protection helps preserve reflexes, reaction times, and cognitive processing speed, even as aging naturally threatens these abilities. What makes the selenium in Brazil nuts particularly valuable is its organic form, which is more easily absorbed and utilized by the body compared to synthetic selenium supplements. In addition to selenium, Brazil nuts provide fatty acids that support gut health, natural oils that promote regularity, and antioxidants that may even slow cellular aging by protecting telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that shorten with age. However, because Brazil nuts are so rich in selenium, moderation is essential. Consuming more than 2 per day may lead to excessive selenium intake, which could cause negative effects. I recommend seniors enjoy just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts daily, ideally in their shell, to preserve freshness and protect their delicate nutrients. Their naturally creamy, slightly sweet taste makes Brazil nuts a satisfying treat without the need for added sugars or salts. Keep them refrigerated to maintain their freshness, as their high oil content can cause them to spoil if stored improperly. For seniors seeking an easy, natural way to support thyroid function, nerve health, gut regularity, and even longevity, Brazil nuts offer one of the most powerful solutions nature has to offer. The 4 nuts you should never touch after 65. The fourth nut to avoid: peanuts. The silent inflammatory trigger. Many seniors reach for peanuts thinking they are a harmless snack packed with protein and nutrients. Unfortunately, few realize that peanuts are not true nuts at all. They are legumes, grown underground, and this seemingly small distinction carries serious health implications for older adults. Because of how they grow, peanuts are highly vulnerable to mold contamination. These molds can produce aflatoxins, a class of toxic compounds that directly damage the liver and increase the risk of certain cancers when consumed regularly. As the body ages, its ability to detoxify harmful substances gradually declines, leaving seniors especially susceptible to the cumulative effects of aflatoxins. But the risks associated with peanuts go far beyond mold. Even without visible allergies, many older adults experience subtle inflammatory reactions from peanut proteins. These chronic low-grade inflammations can quietly worsen joint pain, strain the heart, and contribute to cognitive decline. For seniors already managing arthritis, cardiovascular disease, or memory issues, peanuts can quietly fuel the very conditions they are trying to control. Peanuts are also high in omega-6 fatty acids, which tend to promote inflammation, especially when consumed in excess relative to anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Most Americans already consume far too many omega-6 fats, and peanuts only add to this imbalance, creating an internal environment ripe for chronic disease. There is another danger most seniors have never been warned about. Peanuts contain vitamin K, which can interfere with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. Many elderly patients are prescribed these medications to reduce their risk of blood clots, yet they unknowingly counteract the benefits when they snack on peanuts regularly. The dangers increase even further when you consider how peanuts are often processed and sold. Many commercial peanut butters are loaded with added hydrogenated oils, excess salt, and sugars. These added ingredients not only contribute to rising blood pressure, already a concern for over 60% of American seniors, but also create more strain on aging cardiovascular systems. Even natural peanut butter, often assumed to be a healthier choice, still carries risks. Its sodium content can subtly raise blood pressure, while improper storage can lead to rancidity, producing harmful free radicals that silently damage cells. The common roasting process used to prepare peanuts can generate acrylamide, a chemical linked to potential cognitive impairment, adding yet another hidden threat for those already concerned about memory loss. If you have been eating peanuts for years without noticing immediate effects, that does not mean they are harmless. Replacing peanuts with safer alternatives like almonds or walnuts for even just a few days each week can begin to lower your exposure to these risks and provide your body with better, safer nutrition as you age. The third nut to avoid: cashews, the hidden sugar trap. Cashews are often marketed as a healthy, guilt-free snack. Their creamy texture and pleasant taste make them especially appealing to seniors who may have more sensitive taste preferences. But beneath that smooth exterior lies a nutritional profile that poses unique risks to aging bodies, particularly for those managing blood sugar levels. Unlike most tree nuts, cashews contain a surprisingly high amount of carbohydrates, with about 9 grams of carbs per ounce. For seniors living with diabetes or pre-diabetes, a group that includes nearly half of adults over 65, this glycemic load can contribute to blood sugar spikes that strain metabolic health. Unfortunately, because cashews enjoy a strong health reputation, many seniors consume them frequently without considering their impact on blood sugar regulation. What begins as an innocent handful can quickly become a hidden contributor to unstable glucose levels. The risks of cashews extend beyond blood sugar. Their soft, curved shape may make them seem easier to chew, but for seniors who struggle with swallowing or have weakened reflexes, they present a significant choking hazard. In fact, cashews are among the most commonly aspirated nuts in elderly populations. Nutritionally, cashews contain oxalates, compounds that bind to calcium in the digestive tract and interfere with absorption. For seniors already facing age-related bone density loss, this can further hinder calcium intake, increasing the risk of osteoporosis. In addition, high oxalate intake can elevate the risk of kidney stone formation, which becomes more common after 60. Another rarely discussed problem lies in how cashews are processed. Unlike most nuts, cashews undergo complex processing to remove a toxic resin called urushiol, also found in poison ivy. Unfortunately, this intensive processing diminishes some of their natural nutrients, while many store-bought cashews are then roasted in unhealthy oils and heavily salted, adding harmful fats and sodium that strain the heart and elevate blood pressure. Cashews also contain enzyme inhibitors that can interfere with protein digestion. This is particularly concerning for seniors who may already have difficulty breaking down and absorbing sufficient protein, which is vital for maintaining muscle mass and strength during the aging process. Even their smooth texture can become a hidden problem. Because they are so easy to chew and enjoy, it becomes very easy to overconsume cashews, contributing to unintended weight gain at a stage of life when managing a stable weight becomes increasingly important for health and mobility. For these reasons, it is wise to replace cashews with safer, more nutrient-dense options like walnuts or almonds. These alternatives not only pose fewer risks, but also offer superior health benefits to support your body's changing needs after 65. The second nut to avoid, macadamia nuts. The calorie bomb. Macadamia nuts are often praised for their rich, buttery flavor. But what many seniors fail to realize is that behind their indulgent taste lies an extraordinary calorie density that can easily sabotage weight management in later life. With roughly 200 calories per ounce, macadamia nuts are among the most calorically concentrated nuts available. As metabolic rates naturally slow with age, managing daily calorie intake becomes far more challenging. This makes high-calorie foods like macadamias particularly risky, as it takes only a small handful to consume a significant portion of your daily caloric needs. The dangers do not stop with calories alone. Macadamia nuts are extremely high in fats, containing about 22 grams of fat per ounce, much of which is saturated fat. While some saturated fats may be harmless in moderation, seniors already face elevated concerns about rising LDL cholesterol levels and gallbladder strain. The high fat content of macadamias can exacerbate gallstone issues, which often develop quietly and affect as many as 15% of seniors without obvious symptoms. Their dense, hard texture also presents significant oral health risks for older adults with crowns, bridges, dentures, or weakened teeth. As enamel thins and dental work becomes more common with age, biting into hard macadamia nuts can easily lead to chipped teeth or damaged dental work. On a practical level, macadamias are among the most expensive nuts, which can push budget-conscious seniors toward cheaper bulk options that may not be stored properly. Improper storage can lead to rancidity, exposing the consumer to harmful oxidized lipids that quietly fuel inflammation and accelerate aging. Many commercially sold macadamias are oil roasted and heavily salted, adding unnecessary sodium and damaged fats that place additional stress on aging cardiovascular systems. Their naturally rich flavor also makes macadamias easy to overeat, especially for seniors who may gravitate toward bold, comforting flavors, while slowly losing sensitivity in their taste buds with age. Perhaps most concerning is that many seniors believe they are supporting their heart health by eating macadamias, unaware that much of the research highlighting nuts for heart benefits largely excludes high-fat varieties like these. In truth, pistachios offer a far more balanced and beneficial nutritional profile for aging bodies. If macadamias have been a regular part of your diet, consider transitioning to pistachios. They offer powerful support for heart, vision, and metabolic health while posing far fewer risks for weight, cholesterol, or gallbladder complications. The first nut to avoid: pine nuts. The hidden medication. Disruptor. Pine nuts may seem harmless, especially when sprinkled atop salads or blended into pesto sauces. But for seniors, pine nuts pose a unique set of dangers that go far beyond their tiny size. One of the most serious concerns is their ability to interact with a wide range of prescription medications. Pine nuts contain certain chemical compounds that can interfere with the metabolism of numerous drugs commonly prescribed to seniors, including statins, antidepressants, and blood pressure medications. These interactions can reduce the effectiveness of critical medications or cause unintended side effects. Yet few healthcare providers routinely warn seniors about this risk. Even more alarming is the condition known as pine nut syndrome, where eating pine nuts can alter taste perception for weeks afterward, leaving a bitter, metallic taste that lingers in the mouth. While this may sound merely unpleasant, it poses real risks for seniors. Changes in taste perception are closely tied to appetite and nutritional intake. In some cases, up to 42% of those affected experience significant weight loss, which can have devastating consequences for fragile seniors already struggling to maintain adequate nutrition. As we age, the ability to metabolize certain compounds declines. This may explain why pine nut syndrome tends to strike older adults more frequently. But the dangers do not stop there. Pine nuts are rich in polyunsaturated fats, which are highly prone to oxidation, forming inflammatory byproducts that worsen conditions like arthritis and cardiovascular disease. For seniors already battling chronic inflammation, consuming oxidized fats only adds fuel to the fire. Their small size and slippery texture also make pine nuts particularly hazardous for seniors with swallowing difficulties or dry mouth, conditions that affect over 70% of older adults taking multiple medications. Aspiration, where food accidentally enters the airway, becomes a real concern with small, hard foods like pine nuts. Pine nuts also contain enzyme inhibitors that interfere with protein digestion at a time when seniors already struggle to absorb enough protein to maintain strength, balance, and independence. Because of their high oil content, pine nuts are extremely calorie dense and prone to rancidity if not stored carefully. Even popular dishes like pesto may contribute to hidden weight gain when consumed regularly, thanks to their concentrated fats. Perhaps most concerning of all, recent research suggests that certain compounds found in some varieties of pine nuts may accelerate age-related macular degeneration, one of the most common causes of vision loss in the elderly. Given these serious and multifaceted risks, pine nuts are best avoided after 65. When it comes to protecting your health, vitality, and independence in your senior years, safer and far more beneficial alternatives exist. The choices we make after 65 carry tremendous weight. Something as simple as reaching for the right or wrong nut can have a profound impact on your heart, your brain, your joints, and even your ability to stay active and independent. Each nut we discussed today carries its own story, its own risks, and its own healing power. When you consistently choose the right ones, you build a foundation of health that supports you not just today, but for the years still ahead. Almonds strengthen your bones, ease digestion, and defend your mind from oxidative stress. Walnuts nourish your brain, support restful sleep, and calm inflammation in your arteries. Pistachios gently regulate blood pressure, protect your eyesight, and help stabilize your blood sugar. Brazil nuts quietly fuel your thyroid, preserve your nerve health, and may even slow the cellular clock of aging itself. At the same time, avoiding peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts helps you sidestep hidden dangers that many seniors never hear about. By minimizing exposure to toxic molds, inflammation triggers, metabolic strain, and dangerous medication interactions, you give your body room to thrive. The good news is that you do not need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Small, steady adjustments build powerful momentum over time. One choice today, another tomorrow, and before long, you may find yourself feeling stronger, clearer, and more in control of your health than you have in years. Now, I would love to hear from you. Have you noticed changes in your health after adjusting which nuts you include or avoid? Which nut has made the biggest difference in your life? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to take the first step toward better health.